My friend, let me tell you something that will shape the rest of your life if you truly grasp it. Your destiny is not written in the stars, nor is it determined by mere chance. It is written in the relationships you cultivate and the people you allow into your circle. Now stop for a moment and ask yourself, who is influencing your life today? 85% of your happiness, wealth, and success depends directly on the quality of your relationships. That's not a guess. A truth proven over and over again by those who rise from nothing to greatness. If you look around carefully, you'll notice that at every turning point in your life, there was someone standing there, either to help you move forward or to hold you back. Think about that. Who is standing at the crossroads of your life right now? The most successful men and women in history have always had one secret in common. They built a network of quality relationships, and they maintained them with care and consistency. Do you see how powerful that is? While some people waste their evenings on empty distractions, others invest that same time in conversations, meetings, and networks that open doors to wealth, opportunity, and influence. Ask yourself, are you investing your time or are you wasting it? Everything revolves around relationships. Every problem you have today can be traced to the wrong association with the wrong person. Every great achievement you will enjoy in the future will be tied to the right connection with the right person. Now pause. Are your current relationships lifting you higher or pulling you down? More than 90% of your success will come from your reference group. Who is your reference group? It is the people you spend most of your time with, the ones whose conversations and habits shape your thinking. Remember this truth. You are like a chameleon. You will eventually adopt the values, beliefs, and attitudes of those you spend time with. So I ask you, are you surrounding yourself with eagles or scratching the dirt with turkeys? If you want to be great, associate with the great. If you want to rise, walk with those who are already climbing. Think about the people you see most often. Are they optimistic, ambitious, and goal-driven, or do they complain, criticize, and blame others for their failures? Because here's the law. You cannot fly high while dragging the chains of negativity. Every self-made millionaire I have studied had this one habit. They networked constantly. Now let me ask, are you networking or are you isolating yourself? They joined associations. They attended every industry meeting. They shook hands with strangers. They exchanged business cards, and they let people know exactly who they were and what they stood for. And you, are you letting the world know who you are? Or are you hiding in the shadows? One of the best strategies I ever learned is this. When you meet someone new, don't rush to tell them about yourself. Instead, ask them about their business, about their goals, and about what kind of people they need to connect with. Now reflect. When was the last time you made someone else feel important? Here lies the secret. Become a go-giver before you ever think of being a go-getter. Have you ever considered that the fastest way to success is not by taking, but by giving? The most successful people I've met practice this golden rule. They look for ways to put in before they ever think of taking out. Think about that in your own life. Are you giving more than you take? You must develop the habit of looking for ways to help others achieve their goals. When you make someone else's dream come true, the universe finds a way to reward you in return. Ask yourself right now, whose dream are you helping today? The more you give without expecting something back, the more surprising blessings will find their way into your life, often from places you never imagined. Isn't it true that some of the greatest rewards in your life came unexpectedly? Now let us go deeper. Imagine your life 5 years from now. You will be the same person you are today, except for two things: the books you read and the people you meet. Think about that, just 2 factors, but they control everything. So tell me, who are you planning to meet in the next 5 years? If you continue to surround yourself with negative people, your future will look no different than your present. But if you deliberately choose positive, ambitious, forward-moving companions, you will be amazed at how high you can rise. Do you realize how much power lies in that single choice? History has shown us again and again that no man climbs to greatness alone. Every leader, every pioneer, every millionaire stood on the shoulders of relationships. So I challenge you, who are you choosing to walk with? When you take this seriously, you will begin to select your friends and associates with care. You will seek out mentors, peers, and allies who challenge you to think bigger, act bolder, and dream beyond what you thought possible. And isn't that what you truly desire, to break past your limitations? Remember this, your network is your net worth. The people you align with determine the opportunities that come your way. So let me ask, if your current circle defines your future, would you be satisfied with the destiny they're pulling you toward? My friend, let me take you further on this journey of truth. If relationships are the soil in which your life grows, then the quality of that soil determines whether you produce weeds or a harvest of abundance. Now think, are you growing weeds or are you growing greatness? You cannot escape this law. Your future is hidden in the people you walk with today. The books you read shape your mind, but the people you meet shape your destiny. So I ask, who is shaping your destiny right now? The weak man says, I can do it all alone. But history laughs at his ignorance. For no man has ever built an empire without alliances. No leader ever marched to victory without an army. And here is the piercing truth. Who is marching with you? Your circle of influence either multiplies your energy or drains it away. Some companions lift you to new heights, while others slowly poison your spirit with doubt, fear, and negativity. Tell me honestly, are your closest voices inspiring you or infecting you? The man who chooses his friends without wisdom is like a builder who lays bricks without a foundation. The walls may rise for a season, but they will surely crumble. And you, are you building wisely, or are you gambling with your future? I have watched men of ordinary beginnings achieve extraordinary success, not because they were the smartest, not because they were the strongest, but because they were deliberate in surrounding themselves with people of vision and ambition. So my friend, are you deliberate or are you careless with your associations? You must learn to withdraw from those who pull you down, even if it costs you comfort. Growth requires sacrifice, and sometimes that sacrifice is distance from the wrong company. Think carefully, what relationships must you let go of today? It is better to walk alone than to walk with the blind. It is better to endure solitude for a season than to chain yourself to mediocrity for a lifetime. Now let me ask, do you have the courage to walk away from mediocrity? Remember this, the road to success is not crowded, because most people are content to stay with the herd. But the herd never reaches greatness. They only follow, complain, and settle. Are you following the herd, or are you daring to lead? The self-made millionaires I interviewed were never afraid to introduce themselves. They walked into rooms filled with strangers and came out with all eyes, mentors, and opportunities. So when you enter a room, do you shrink in silence or do you shine with confidence? Opportunity rarely knocks twice. Sometimes it whispers in the form of a new acquaintance, a handshake, a conversation that could change everything. And I must ask, are you listening to those whispers or letting them pass unnoticed? Let me give you a secret practice. Whenever you meet someone, seek to give first. Ask how you can help them, who you can introduce them to, and what you can do to make their path easier. Now pause. When was the last time you offered value without expecting reward? Those who give first are remembered long after the takers are forgotten. Giving builds trust, and trust is the currency of relationships. Do you understand that trust is more valuable than gold? The successful are always asking themselves, how can I serve this person? How can I add value here? And because of that mindset, doors open, alliances form, and opportunities flow toward them. So I challenge you, how are you adding value to others today? If you want influence, stop chasing it. Instead, give influence away. Empower others. Support their visions. Celebrate their victories. In doing so, your influence will grow beyond measure. Isn't it true that the more you uplift others, the higher you rise yourself? Think of it this way. Relationships are not banks where you only withdraw. They are gardens where you must constantly plant. If you want fruit tomorrow, you must sow seeds today. What seeds are you planting right now? When you become a go-giver, people will begin to seek you out. They will remember your generosity, your support, and your sincerity. And in return, they will open doors you could never open alone. So ask yourself, what doors could generosity unlock for you? I once said that success often comes through the back door. While you are busy helping others, success quietly sneaks into your life through unexpected blessings. Now tell me, are you ready for those unexpected blessings? Remember, my friend, the world is watching. People observe not just your words, but your spirit. They feel whether you are sincere or whether you are only out for yourself. So ask, what spirit are you carrying into every interaction? Those who approach life with the heart of service attract loyalty, respect, and enduring success. Those who approach life with selfishness attract suspicion, resistance, and eventual failure. Which one describes you right now, service or selfishness? I urge you, become intentional with every relationship. Write down the kind of people you wish to attract. Identify the qualities you want to surround yourself with: integrity, vision, optimism, ambition, and then go out and seek them. Because here is the law: like attracts like. Who you are will always determine who you draw. So I ask, what kind of person must you become to attract the relationships you desire? This is the essence of building a life of greatness. Not by chance, not by accident, but by deliberate, conscious choice of who you allow into your circle. And let me leave you with this thought. Your success is never a solo performance. It is a symphony of relationships, each note adding to the masterpiece of your life. Now answer this for yourself. Who belongs in your symphony and who does not? When you look around at those who achieved greatness, you will always notice one common thread. They built their success upon the foundation of people who believed in them, challenged them, and lifted them higher. Success is never a solitary journey. Ask yourself, who are the builders in your life? At the same time, you must recognize that failure too leaves clues. And most of those clues point back to the wrong associations. Many people stumble not because they lacked intelligence or opportunity, but because they trusted the wrong companions. Who have you allowed to sit in the front row of your destiny? It is not enough to dream. It is not enough to plan. You must protect your dream by surrounding it with the right circle. Every visionary needs guardians of faith, people who reinforce belief when doubt arises, people who remind you of your potential when fear whispers lies. Who are your guardians of faith? Your reference group is more powerful than any textbook, more influential than any environment, because it is the invisible hand that shapes your choices daily. You may believe you are independent, but in truth, you are molded by the conversations you have, the examples you follow, and the energy you absorb. So, what conversations are shaping you tomorrow? Consider this truth. Opportunities often travel through people. The job you desire, the client you need, the idea that will change your life, rarely do they appear from nowhere. They come through the relationships you nurture. the doors opened by trust, and the bridges built by generosity. Are you building enough bridges in your journey? I urge you to embrace the practice of intentional networking, not the shallow exchange of cards, but the deeper exchange of value. Instead of asking, "What can you give me?" ask, "How can I serve you?" This reversal of thought transforms you from a seeker into a source. Will you choose to become a source of value? Those who rise the fastest in business and in life are those who mastered the art of being remembered for their contribution, not their consumption. They made themselves indispensable by constantly looking for ways to uplift others. How will people remember your presence in their lives? And here lies the great paradox. The more you give without expecting, the more you receive without asking. Life has a way of rewarding the generous. The seeds you plant in the gardens of others eventually bear fruit in your own field. So, what seeds are you planting today? But remember, giving must be sincere. The world quickly detects manipulation. If your kindness is only a disguise for personal gain, the reward will vanish. But when your service flows from genuine care, it creates a magnetic force that attracts blessings from every direction. Is your giving genuine, or is it a strategy? Let us not forget, greatness demands consistency. One act of kindness cannot replace a habit of service. One handshake cannot replace the commitment to relationships. The most successful individuals are not occasional givers. They live a lifestyle of contribution. Have you chosen contribution as your lifestyle? The truth is, you cannot rise higher than the standard of your circle. If those around you settle for mediocrity, they will unconsciously pull you down to their level. But if those around you chase excellence, they will ignite the fire in you to rise alongside them. Who is setting the standard in your circle? I have walked among titans of industry, leaders of nations, and thinkers whose words reshaped generations. Their brilliance was undeniable, yet every single one of them attributed much of their journey to the people who stood beside them, guided them, and sometimes carried them. Who is walking beside you right now? The truth is plain. No empire is built alone, no vision realized in isolation. The power of relationships is the hidden wealth that multiplies every other resource. And those who understand this principle never walk into a room asking, "What can I take?" They walk in declaring, "What can I give?" How will you walk into your next room? Your legacy will not be written only in what you achieved, but in the lives you touched, the hearts you lifted, and the people you empowered along the way. Wealth fades, titles disappear, but the echo of influence lives long after you are gone. What echo will you leave behind? This is why I say, your network is not just a path to success. It is the very fabric of your destiny. Every person you encounter is either a stepping stone or a stumbling block. Choose wisely, nurture carefully, and serve faithfully. Are you treating your relationships as destiny-shaping forces? Now, let us pause on one critical truth. Relationships demand responsibility. To expect loyalty, you must first give it. To expect trust, you must first prove trustworthy. To expect respect, you must first honor others. Relationships are mirrors. What you see in them is often a reflection of what you bring. What reflection are you creating in others? At the heart of all achievement lies a simple principle: people will forget what you said. They will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Every encounter is a chance to deposit either light or shadow into another life. What feelings are you leaving behind when you walk away? The story of your life is not written in isolation. Every chapter involves characters who either support your rise or resist your progress. Choose your cast carefully, because your future is a stage, and the company you keep determines the outcome of the play. Who belongs in the cast of your destiny? And now I say to you with urgency, Success will not wait. Opportunities are already searching for you through people you have yet to meet. Somewhere right now, there is a person who holds the key to your next breakthrough. But the question remains, are you prepared to recognize them, connect with them, and serve them when they appear? Will you be ready when destiny knocks through another person? Never underestimate the silent power of association. Walk with dreamers, and your dreams expand. Walk with achievers, and your actions strengthen. Walk with believers, and your faith deepens. Walk with servants, and your spirit grows. So I leave you with this question: who are you walking with?